Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Play action. Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Haskins. It's brought in by Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action now. Haskins trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And every defensive team that we talk to, They spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Second down, another shot for Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Brady on third down. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Second and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
We're scoreless after 1. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Now Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw, it's Brady. And he's able to find Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones, and he stopped immediately there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed it, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go play action with Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Chris Boswell for the field goal on 24-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Brady now on first down. Fighting through pressure. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From midfield, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Second and 10. from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, he'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now Haskins on first down. That swung out wide to Harris. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the give, this is Harris. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down at 4.
Here's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Haskins to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Haskins going to throw again.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Haskins will throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On play action, it's Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Haskins.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try the left side. It's Harris. They find some open field here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Haskins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Haskins' throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Haskins going to try to throw it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw. Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Brady going to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for.